Hampton Court Palace. A place of grandeur, power, and ghosts. The walls of this ancient palace have witnessed royal triumphs and tragic downfalls. But some spirits refuse to fade into history. Tonight, we uncover the chilling tale of one such ghost, the Grey Lady of Hampton Court. It was a night like any other at Hampton Court. The palace, closed to visitors, sat under a sky heavy with storm clouds. Security guard Daniel Harper, a seasoned night watchman, walked his usual rounds through the dimly lit corridors. He had heard the stories of eerie whispers, of figures in the dark, but he was a skeptic. Ghosts were just stories, nothing more, until tonight, as he passed through the haunted gallery. His radio crackled with static. Then a whisper. A woman's voice, faint but unmistakable. "Help me." Daniel stopped. His heart pounded in his chest. He glanced down at his radio. Static. Just interference, he told himself. But then, a shadow moved at the end of the corridor. A figure. A woman, dressed in a long, grey gown, her face hidden beneath a hood, she stood there. Silent. Still. Watching. The Grey Lady is no ordinary ghost. She is believed to be Sibell Penn, a devoted servant to Queen Elizabeth I. Sibell nursed the Queen through smallpox, but in a cruel twist of fate, she contracted the disease herself and perished in 1562. For centuries, her spirit lay undisturbed. Until the 19th century. When renovations to her tomb awakened something, locals reported hearing strange whispers, footsteps in empty rooms, and the feeling of being watched. But the most terrifying encounters all centered around one place, the haunted gallery. Back to Daniel. The figure in grey still stood at the end of the corridor. He called out, "Who's there? This area is off limits." No response. He stepped forward, his flashlight trembling slightly. The air grew icy. A door creaked open behind him. He spun around. Nothing. When he turned back, the woman was closer. Much closer. Daniel staggered backward, his breath turning to mist. And then she moved. Not walking, gliding toward him, her face still hidden in shadow. Panic set in. He turned, sprinting down the corridor. But the palace was a maze, its twisting halls leading him deeper into the darkness. The whispers grew louder. Multiple voices. Some crying. Some pleading. Then he reached a dead end. The room was small and suffocating, filled with antique furniture draped in white sheets. Behind him, footsteps echoed. Slow. Deliberate, he turned. The Grey Lady stood before him. This time, she lifted her hood. Her face was pale and sunken, her eyes dark hollows. Her lips moved, but her voice was an eerie whisper that filled the room, though Daniel swore he saw her say only one word, "Help." And then, darkness. Daniel woke up in the palace's security office, his colleague standing over him. He was ice-cold, his skin clammy. The cameras had recorded nothing except for him collapsing mid-run. His colleagues laughed it off, exhaustion, a trick of the mind. But Daniel knew what he had seen, and he wasn't the only one. Even today, staff and visitors report encounters with the Grey Lady. Some see her drifting through the corridors, while others hear the faint, sorrowful whispers of a woman lost in time. But be warned, if you ever visit Hampton Court and feel a sudden chill, or hear a whisper when no one is there, you just might have caught a glimpse of the Grey Lady. Do you believe in ghosts? Or are these just echoes of the past? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more haunted tales. Until next time, sleep tight.